Hi, everybody. I am so excited we have Jordan here. Jordan was an athlete of ours for a very long time, and her and I go way back. So I'm going to let her introduce herself and then we'll get into it.
Yeah. Hey guys, my name is Jordan Novak. I am, oh gosh, well, first off, I'm the CEO of Jordan's Nutrition and Fitness Coaching. And I've known Kayla for a really long time. She was my mentor for business school. And then found out that she actually coaches other coaches. And so, a little bit about me. I've been a registered nurse for about 8 years. I am a mom of a 4-year-old little girl and an almost 2-year-old little boy. We live in Omaha, Nebraska, and we own basically a CrossFit gym. So I started my business back in 2021, and I've just been going at it ever since. Stepped away from the hospital, and really just kind of got into wanting to help people optimize before they hit the actual disease in the hospital. I've seen a lot of sickness, I've seen a lot of death. I was an oncology nurse. And my heart is to just help people get as healthy as possible before they sit where I sat for years. So that's a little bit about me. And do you want to kind of go into like how I found you guys, Kayla?
Well, yeah, and you kind of mentioned it there. You and I we've known each other for a while. First of
Yeah.
all, let me back up. Her kids are the cutest kids in the entire world. I think they're so cute. It's so funny that he's two because I remember when you were pregnant with him. That's
Yes.
just so. Well, yeah, let's dive in. So why evolve?
Yeah, so I think just from anybody that might be listening or might resonate, if you are a business owner or a coach and you're just like sitting there going, I like run a business or like I know all the things. Like I think it's really important to understand that we all need help. And I'm a big believer, and I believe we're not supposed to do anything alone. Like the Lord calls us to do things together. Camaraderie is a big thing. And so humbling yourself and being like, yeah, I do know a lot, but I also need community, and I also just need someone calling me higher. And I think that's something that some people feel embarrassed about, but to me, I'm like, absolutely not. I think it's so good for business owners because even you, Kayla, I know you went through your own struggles where like you had gut issues and stuff, and like you even use your own coaches. And I think it's so important to have that accountability because I even feel like I know you're not a mom, but like when you're a mom, you can let your health slide. But I also feel like when you're a business owner, you can let your health slide because you just get so busy. So I chose Evolve because I wanted someone to call me higher. And I know, and I actually hired you guys 3 months postpartum with my second baby. And I was just kind of ready to get back to it. I was kind of felt like I was recovered from birth and ready to kind of go after it. So I worked with the Evolve coach, Jen, for about 15 months. And I tell people who come to work with me all the time, I said, I had maybe 6 pounds to lose postpartum, and I still worked with a coach for 15 months. And so if that tells you anything, it's not about, oh, it's like a program and you just like do it and then like you're done. It's like it's a lifestyle, right? And so we got me to a point where I can intuitively eat, and I do that now. I don't have to track my macros. I feel confident, and that's where I wanted to get to postpartum. So that's why I've known Kayla for a very long time, but I chose Jen specifically because she's a mom and she kind of understands what I was going through in the time as well. So
So many good nuggets there. I mean, first, as a busy CEO and as a mom of two, being able to intuitively eat, I mean, that's so much freedom. And you don't have to worry about where's my physique going? You can just like eat and live and train and just do all the things that you want to do. And that is the freedom that really everybody wants. And I also think that, you working with us, me working with you through your business just says so much about your success too as a business owner. You are very successful in your company. And I don't know many successful people who have just done everything on their own, even down to nutrition and fitness. So I think that comes down, like I can see that in your success, which is really cool.
yeah, it's been really cool. I always tell my clients, my goal is to not have you have to track the rest of your life, that you would get to a place of freedom where you can intuitively eat and then you can kind of come on and off of, oh, I'm slipping a little bit. Let's go back to make sure we're hitting enough protein. But I always tell people this, I'll be 31 in a month, and genetically blessed. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I have to work hard, right? And so I'm the fittest I've ever been after two babies. That doesn't happen by accident, right? That happens through hard work, dedication, and also being called higher. And so if you're in a place where you feel like, oh, I just like know all the things, I don't need accountability, I challenge you to that, because even the best of the best have their own coaches. And I can sit here literally after two babies being like, I feel so good. I don't have to track my food. I'm not restricted. I don't feel like this bondage on me. Like I get to actually walk in freedom. And so, yeah, anybody who's just like on the fence of working with Evolve, or because I think you guys really just specialize in helping coaches, which is such a cool niche that we don't see a lot. And I think it's just a humbling thing to be like, okay, I do need help too, just as you do, Kayla, right? Just as
Yeah.
the best in the world need help, right? So I had a really good experience with Evolve, and it was hard to like leave Jen because she just kind of like understood me, and but I was like, it's time to fly, like I'm good. But to be able to get to a place to intuitively eat is a really, really cool thing. So I just kind of hope that everybody gets to that point, because that's a place where you can truly walk in freedom and just feel confident in your body and your abilities to make really good lifestyle habit changes.
Yeah, I love that. And you were mentioning too a little bit hesitation. So what would you say to someone who maybe would be hesitating about like the financial aspect of investing into themselves?
Yeah. Well, one, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
Yeah.
So you can sit there and ponder and say, I need to think about it, or it's too much money. But like the end of the day, I've coached thousands of people at this point. I can't tell you how many people year after year come back to me who have said no, who are in the same spot, if not worse, because they didn't pull the trigger. They didn't step over that line and, never look back, right? We ask you, like, this is a commitment. You need to step over the line, commit to yourself, and keep a promise to yourself that this is your temple. You don't have, this isn't a car that can get fixed, right? Like this is your one temple. We can't trade it in and out, right? I mean, we can fix it, but we can't trade it out. So if you're hesitant about paying the price for your health, I challenge you to look at it as an investment and not an expense, because at the end of the day, really the most important thing you have in life is your health, because if you don't have health, what do you have? Not much. And so that was probably what I would say, is just really ask yourself, do I really need to think about it? Is it really that expensive? And isn't an expense, or is it really an investment where it's, the saying is pay now, not later, right? And don't end up in that spot where I sat in for years in the hospital, where I'm the nurse taking care of you on your deathbed. I pray that that's nobody, right? So that's why I started my business, because I saw so much sickness. So don't pay, like pay now, do not pay later.
Right. Yeah. And even like as business owners, right? It's not an expense. Like you have to invest into your business in order to see results and growth. It's the same thing into your body.
Yep, exactly. I tell people all the time, I've spent thousands of dollars on business coaching, way more than I ever paid for my nursing degree. And
Isn't
that's,
that's
yeah.
crazy?
And it's like, you have to invest, you have to believe in yourself, you have to know that you're capable, and sometimes taking that leap of faith is exactly what we need to know that we're capable. And obviously knowing that you're like investing in a good company like Evolve is reassuring too. And so yeah, I'd challenge anybody to really look at it as an investment and not an expense, because it's the best thing you could ever, like, I want to be the 80-year-old that's lifting weights, not in a nursing home. And so I'll do anything to pay for my longevity, right?
That'll
So,
be you. That'll be you. That for sure will be.
oh my gosh. Well, yeah, that's what I'll say. Anything else, Kayla?
No, that was absolutely great. I can't wait to share this with others and have you inspire others. You hit the nail on the head, said everything beautifully, and you were so fun to work with. And yeah, we really enjoyed working with you. You crushed it too.
Well, I'm sure I'll be back after the next babe.
All right, see
Oh
ya.
my gosh. Okay.